when we talk about nucleic acids, we're really talking about just two specific nucleic acids, DNA and RNA. Okay? And yesterday we talked about DNA and its structure, and RNA is very, very similar, but with some important differences, and we'll talk about what those differences are. So RNA stands for ribonucleic acid. That's what the difference is. And RNA is like DNA in that it's a large polymer. It's made of many nucleotides. We call it a polynucleotide. And RNA is found within a cell. So where is DNA found? Nucleus. Basically just within the nucleus. It doesn't leave the nucleus. Right? RNA, however, can be found in other places. RNA is found in the nucleolus, within the nucleus. It's found in the ribosomes, moving through the cytoplasm. You could sort of think of it, and we'll get into the details next week, but you could think of sort of DNA has sort of the blueprints for how to build every protein that's a part of your body. Is stored in the DNA. But that DNA stays sort of safe inside of the nucleus. When proteins actually are going to be synthesized, the DNA blueprint is copied into RNA, which then can leave the nucleus, go out to the ribosome, put together the protein, and do sort of the actual work of building the protein is done by the RNA. The DNA is sort of a safe blueprint that stores that information. Okay? It's single-stranded. So DNA, as you remember, is double-stranded. RNA is single-stranded, forms a helical shape. Its monomer is also a nucleotide, and the nucleotide has similar parts. It's a phosphate group, has a sugar group, which in this case is ribose, and then it has, what's the third part? Base. Yeah, base, a nitrogenous base. One of four possibilities. And the possibilities are similar. RNA also has cytosine, it has guanine, it has adenine, but it does not contain thymine. Okay. It has a substitute, and the substitute is called uracil. Okay, so RNA doesn't have T's when you're reading the strand of DNA and looking at all the bases, because that's where the information is stored. In RNA, there's a U rather than a T. So that's a difference. So if we look here, we can see the structure again, phosphate, sugar, and a base. There's three types of RNA, mRNA, tRNA, and rRNA. And each of them has a different role to play in the creation and synthesis of proteins. We're going to get into the specifics eventually about what they do, how they work together, but just as an overview, mRNA, that stands for messenger RNA. And messenger RNA is what takes a copy of the recipe from inside the nucleus out of the nucleus. tRNA stands for transfer RNA. Transfer RNA's job is to latch on to amino acids, the correct amino acid, and bring them to the ribosome so that they can be linked together to form a protein. And then the third type is ribosomal RNA, which is what the ribosome is actually made of. The ribosome, which we talk about as a cell structure, is made of RNA. And this is what actually puts together the proteins and links them together. So those are the three types of RNA, and they all work together to make proteins. So if we just compare DNA and RNA, DNA is double-stranded, RNA is a single-stranded. The sugar found in DNA is deoxyribose, and RNA is ribose. The bases, adenosine, cytosine, guanine, thymine, And in RNA, they're the same except for uracil. Subunits are both nucleotides, and they're both made of the same component. All right, any questions about RNA? So similar to DNA, just a couple of differences that you should know.